early trade here for us.
All right.
Gold buys. Breakout. Wanna current
Testing.
1 hour time.
Testing. True testing.
Oh, you know what? I don't think I changed my risk. I don't think I changed my risk. Did I open a 6 minute trade?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was beauty. Nice. All right, perfect. I passed my challenge. Let's go. Hey, cheers, chat. Didn't even finish my
Yo,
exit.
good
Hey.
morning. Yo,
Sammy
what
boy.
just happened, bro? I gotta check out the forex options, bro. I'm down here making coffee, and I look, and I'm up
Oh.
5%. I look again because I heard someone like making like yell, bro. I look again, I'm up 70.
Oh yeah.
Crazy, bro. Crazy,
70?
bro. 70. Yep.
Oh, damn, bro. Damn,
Damn,
what was
seven,
that?
Hello, guys.
70%.
Testing.
70? No, I didn't have anything on. I just
Oh
had I just
wow.
had stops or
Beautiful.
break even.
Oh wow.
Big
Crazy.
chilling. Sheesh.
Big
Yeah, that was
challenge.
nice, man. Not too
You're
sure
probably
what
hyped
caused
when you
that.
saw that.
I'm done for the day. Yeah, I'm on. I'll be back
Time
on
to hit the
YouTube.
water park now.
Yep. I'll be right back.
Water
Second.
pop. All right. Yeah. Beautiful trade there, chat. Glory to Yeah, man. Yup. See, Tuesdays are very powerful after the war rooms. I'm telling you. It's a different vibe out here in the markets on Tuesdays. Wow, came 1 pip from hitting stops on that too. Sheesh.
Oh,
Yeah, remember
Vas-y. Hello, we are live right now.
30-minute candle.
I don't know what you guys can hear and what you guys cannot hear. Testing 1, 2, 3. Hello, we are live. It's extremely delayed. Testing 1, 2, 3. Why is it that delayed? Surely it can't be that delayed. Extremely delayed. If you guys can hear me and stuff, just type in the chat. I'm trying to figure this out. Okay, so don't understand below. If you guys can hear me and stuff, just type in the chat. I'm trying to figure this out. Oh damn, market manipulation. Oh, I hit sales over here or something. It went up, it's gonna go back down. That's just creating liquidity. We'll see how this 30-minute closes. I was expecting these levels. Market manipulation. Ronan, can you hear me? On the G thing, can you actually hear me? We'll see how this 30-minute closes. Hello, if you're in the chat, can you guys type in the chat if you can hear me or not? Oh, this is just like 20 seconds, delayed 20 seconds. Damn. No, this shit's delayed 20 seconds. So wait to just. If you're in the chat, can you guys type in the chat if you can hear me or not? So that way I can refresh. If you can hear me in the chat, can you type in the chat if you can hear me? I'll start with a few lessons, a few things, the basics of forex. I'm gonna assume you know what forex is already. I won't really be trading today. I'll just be showing you guys a few things on the market. If you can hear me in the chat, can you type in the chat if you can hear me? I'll start with a few lessons, basics of forex. I'm gonna assume you know what forex is already. I won't really be trading. Wait, hold up. Let me try to sort something out then. No photos. No. Alright, testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Testing, 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 testing. Wait, hold up. Let me change to. Alright, come. Fucking hell, this is pushing. I did break above here. Alright, testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Testing, 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 testing. Alright, come. Fucking hell, this is pushing. Oh wow. Look, resistance all the way over here. That's clean. I'm trying to see who's in the, like, if this is working or not. That's why I haven't really started. No one's typing in the chat. I don't know. I don't think it's working. Don't think this shit's working, is it? I'm trying to see who's in, like, if this is working or not. That's why I haven't really started. No one's typing in the chat. I don't know. I don't think it's working. Is this working or is it not working? Somebody tell me. Someone tell me if it's working or not. Is this working or is it not working? Somebody tell me. Someone tell me if it's working or not. Okay, calm. Calm down. Okay. So it's working. Finally. Alright. Gonna get started. Um, as you know already, my name is Calm. As you know already, my name is Saint. Not much to hear about that. Today, obviously, I'm a gold sniper. That's why I primarily trade. I also trade US 30. I also trade US 30, if you know, Dow Jones. I also trade this US 30 as well. Actual forex pairs. I used to trade GJ, which is Great Great British Great British Pound to Yen. Today, obviously, I'm a gold sniper. That's why I primarily. Great British Pound to Yen. I used to trade this, but nowadays it's not as volatile. The reason why I only trade gold primarily is just because it's very volatile. Like it's actually very volatile. Um, I posted a signal. I posted a signal literally. When did I post a signal? I posted a signal for this trade here. Hold on, shit like this. Posted a signal for this trade, and I said sells from 1965 to like 1961. That's when you should sell. It went up here. See these spikes. You can't just buy because it spiked up. There's things to do, but that's not what we're gonna do today because you guys are new to forex. Just type in the chat what you guys want to learn. Like Like, what's your next step in learning in forex? Because I need to know where you are, where you're at, like at learning. And if you're down to hop on the Discord call as well, I can put you on the Discord call. Because that would be way easier as we do this. Like way easier. So just let me know. Let me check if candlesticks are in the free is in the free content on the Discord. Did I put candlesticks? A video on candlesticks? Okay, I did put a video on candlesticks. I could explain candlesticks if you guys want me to. The basics. Do you guys know what a candlestick is? Let me know if you guys know what a candlestick is. I'll be on live for like two hours. I'll try to do 2 hours. This is my first live, so I'm kind of don't know what I'm doing, but I'll try. Gavin and Sam, do you know what candlesticks are? Or no? Do you know how to read them? Okay, so you know what candlesticks are. I'm just going to reiterate what candlesticks are. The different candlestick patterns that mean a lot of things, but I'm going to just reiterate the basics of candlesticks, right? So, candlesticks form, we do bullish first, then we do. So, obviously, this, and then there's a bullish, which is this, and then there's this, right? That's what a candlestick is, right? So these are candlesticks. All these. Let me stop. Clear my. Don't mind this blob here, man. So you see all these here, all of these are candlesticks, right? All of these are called candlesticks, and I'll show you and I'll explain exactly what they mean right now, yeah? So, let me try to get some, like an arrow, yeah? So, these here, yeah? Oof, actually, let me explain. So for this a green candle, we call it a bullish candle. Let me type it out. We call it a bullish candle. That's what we call it. We call this a bullish candle, and we call this a bearish candle. You can call it candlestick. We just say candle for short, yeah. Grand. Call this bearish candlestick, right? That's what that is, right? Tell this Roman guy to fuck off, like, guys just trolling. I just ban him. What a prick. Can I ban this guy? Actually, leave him. Let him talk. Anyways. So this is a bullish candle. Green obviously means it's going up, down. Red means it's going down, yeah. This is called a bullish candle. This is a bearish candle, right? So how to understand what a bullish candle is? It's actually quite simple. A bullish candle just means it's going up. Bearish candle means it's going down. On the bullish candle, right? This is the bottom, like So the bottom, like as I mean this bottom. I don't know if you can see my mouse here. This bottom here is where the price started. So that's when the price started on the timestamp. So obviously you had the 30 minute, you had the 15 minute. Like if I go back to my mouse, you had the 1 minute, you had the 33 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute. And for each of this, so let's say on the 5 minute, right? So every 5 minutes it creates a new candle, right? That's literally what it does. Every 5 minutes it creates a new candle. This and it says like if you have TradingView, I really recommend getting TradingView. By the way, it's kind of cheap. It's a monthly subscription, but it's kind of cheap. I really recommend it. Like everybody uses it for trading. But yeah. So every 5 minutes a new candle opens, right? So on a bullish candlestick, yeah, the opening price is where the body. So this big green part is called the body, right? This big green part is called the body, and then the small parts are called wicks. The small parts are called wicks. So on the body, the bottom part of the body of a bullish candle is where the price opened. Yeah, where the price opened, which means when the last candle closed at that 5 minutes or whatever time you're on, like this is the 5 minute, 15 minute. So on the 5 minute, whenever it closed on the 5 minute, um, it literally so whenever it closed on the 5 minute is where like another candle started, and if it's bullish, this is where it started, right? Come, and this is where it closed. It closed at the top. If it's a bearish candle, it's the exact opposite. So this is where it started. Yeah, the top is where it started. The bottom is where it closed. That's literally what it is. It's not like it's very actually simple to understand. Our trade is actually pushing. I actually had a trade in on the server, but fucking favorite deleted it. I don't know why. I don't know why favorite deleted it because he thought it was wrong. I don't know why favorite deleted it. But I had a trade for like nights like over here type of thing. I had a trade like this or like this, something like that. But anyways, we're getting off topic anyways. So wait, right now, type in chat if you understand what I'm saying. If you're not understanding what I'm saying, I can explain that again. Cause I'm I'm new to this live stream trading thing. Like if I was talking to you personally, I would be able to explain. But I'm trying to explain to the masses here. So like in 2 minutes here, yeah, you see this has 2 minutes. In 2 minutes you're gonna see another wick, like another candlestick appear on this 5 minute candle. And you're gonna see another candlestick and you're gonna understand what I'm saying by this is where price opens, this is where price closes, and on the bears, this is where price opens and this is where price closes. You are going to understand that. Understood? Okay, calm. So also okay, so and then the big part we call that the body. We call that the body, and then the small parts like this, as in the wicks, as in the lines, not the big part, the lines that are called wicks. Yeah. Okay, that's grand. So the wicks basically means in that timestamps. Yeah. So let's say it was a 5 minute timestamp. This basically means yeah, this is the lowest it went to. So like this line here, let me let me draw an arrow to it. This line right here is the lowest it went to. Let me put lowest. Lowest one there. So it's this is literally the lowest I went to, right? This is the lowest I went to, and on this part here, oh, this is the lowest I went to as well. etc. So in that timestamps, like if you see this candle right here, see this is going to be a live example of what I mean, how candlesticks work here. So in 2 seconds, you're going to make a new candle, right? So look, that's 5 minutes, a new candle created, and that's how you know it started here. It went down. That's the tiniest wick ever, literally the tiniest wick ever. Like that's a tiny wick. It's gonna like keep fluctuating. So as soon it's gonna keep fluctuating up and down. It's gonna create a top wick and create a bottom wick, whatever. Okay, calm. That's cool. So now we're gonna continue explaining our example. And you're gonna see this in the background. You're gonna keep seeing this move. This is gonna keep moving and fluctuating, right? Okay, calm. I'm gonna go back here. So the same way this wick here is the lowest, even on the bearish candle, it's still the lowest it's ever been. And on the bullish candle as well. That literally represents that's how low it's been. Yeah. And and the same as the top. The top right here. Top right here. I'm gonna draw an arrow. Draw an arrow here. This is the highest it's ever been. Highest. If you guys have any questions, just type in the chat because I have a second monitor that I'm looking at the chat. I have a second monitor I'm looking at the chat, so just let me know. Calm. So highest. Okay, another one. I'm in the making of creating the course, like as in textbook version of everything that I'll be teaching you guys. It might come out in a month or two. And it's gonna take a while. It's gonna have better graphics of everything, so you fully have like textbook examples of everything. So, yeah. So the top of the wick. See, this is the whole wick here. Like that's a whole wick. But I mean, see, the bottom of this wick is where the lowest it's been. The top of this wick is the highest it's been. Same as the bearish. That's the highest it's been, and that's the lowest it's been. That's literally all you need to know about candlesticks. Obviously, there's different candlestick patterns, but for you to actually understand, like this is the bare basics. The bare basics. Yeah. Let me add another text there. Actually, we call this the wick. If you ever hear anybody talk about wick, this is what they're talking about. They're talking about the small lines. The small lines, these are wicks. These are also called wicks on top as well. So this, so if I go into my actual chart here, by the way, this is live. This is what's happening like right now as we speak. By the way, in the background. So let's say, see this here, this candle spiked up. It spiked up. It went all the way up. Then it came down and it closed there. But this is the highest it's ever been at the top of this wick. That's the highest it's ever been. Obviously, it has no bottom wick, so it never went lower than what it opened as, if that makes sense. There's different strategies. But what strategy do you go with? See, there's a misconception about strategies, right? There's no wrong strategy in forex. You have to there's actually no wrong strategy in forex. But there's also better strategies. Like you have to come up with your own playbook. I call it a playbook. So you see certain things in the market, that's when you buy or that's when you sell. So there's certain playbooks, different stuff. I'm personally a price action trader. I look at what the price is doing. I don't use indicators because I think indicators are stupid. Well, not really stupid, like they help some people. The only thing I would say is Fibonacci levels. That's one thing I used back in the day when I first started. That was kind of useful, and I still kind of believe in Fibonacci levels, but I don't use it in my trading. So, strategy. I'm a price action trader, so I trade I would like to say I trade like the banks and all, but we can't really mimic what the banks do. But I'm a price action trader, so you see on my charts I have no trade indicators. I just use Like I use my playbook, which when you guys pay for the mentorship, you guys will be taught the playbook after taught the knowledge of forex. You'll be taught the basics. When you finish get taught the basics, you would then learn my playbook. I'm a support and resistance trader. I use support and resistance to do my trades, and I use price action. So what that means is I use what the price is doing. I go forex fact. By the way, forex factory. Don't mind the drums, but I use news. I know when news is coming out. I know exactly when there's volatility in the market. I know exactly when there's going to be a spike. I know exactly when certain stuff are going to happen because it's been proven time and time again. So when you're always on the charts every day, constantly every day on the charts, especially that's why I always tell people stick to a few pairs of currency, like so you can master that currency. And another thing, I really like gold because gold is like everything. It's not like it's everything, but what happens in gold can be used in a different pair, like any pair you want. It can literally be used in any pair. So that's why I really like gold, and it's more volatile. There's loads of traders, you can search it up. Loads of traders live off gold. Like they literally only trade gold, and that's what they trade every single day. So that's what I'll say. And strategy, when strategy goes, when you see somebody with a bunch of indicators, I'm telling you now, run away. If you see somebody with a bunch of indicators, run away because that's not a good sign at all. That is not a good sign at all, to be honest. A bunch of indicators is never a good sign. Never a good sign at all. So, I don't know if that really explained, but strategy, you have to come up with your own playbook. Strategy, you could copy and like you can still copy and paste some of these strategies, yeah, but you have to understand what works for you. Like there's time zones, there's sessions. You need to know when you can trade. You need to know what type of trader you can be. like 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 some people don't have the time to be on the charts 24/7. You have to become an intraday trader. Then you have to become a swing trader where like you can place a trade and you can leave it going for hours and let it go. If you can't be a day trader, which means like you're on the charts, like your trades are only like your trades last anywhere from 5 minutes to like 2 hours. Like so you have to be on the charts like there and then. Well, yeah, on the charts there and then. If you can't do that, if you're on work that time or so and so's happening that time, you have to switch your strategy and the way you trade to your style, if that makes sense. Like there's a set for traders that trade different strategies. There's traders that trade support and resistance. There's traders that trade all the indicators and all. But I don't use indicators because indicators are giving you information on what has already happened. But it's not giving you any information on what could happen, if that makes sense, like the future. Like if I put indicator now, yeah, there's loads of people that like to use there's loads of people that like to use like the moving average. I don't know if you ever heard about the moving average, like 50 moving average or something like. It's I used to use this at my very start, like moving average. Yeah, the 50 and 100. Yeah. So if I put this on, yeah, okay. So this is the moving average. Yeah, this is the moving average. This is just telling me about what price is doing, like that has already done, if that makes sense. It's already telling me what price has done. It's not telling me what price could do. It's only told me what price has already done. So that's why I don't use indicators. It makes no sense because it's already telling me what price has already done. So what's the point of using something that's already telling you what has like you can't capitalize on what like it's like in life, the past is the past. Like your past can't determine your future. It can't. Your past can't determine your future. But like you know what I mean. That like the past is the past. You have to leave that behind. You know what I mean? That's why I don't use indicators personally. But if that's your cup of tea, you can always use indicators. Like I'm never gonna tell somebody like you're using indicators. Your method is wrong. You're using this. Your method is wrong. If it works for them, it works for them. But I'm teaching you how I trade. That's why you guys are with me. Like if you guys want to trade like me, you trade like me. If you guys want to take some like some things that I do and mix it with other people, which is exactly what I did. I actually learned from many people, and I just mixed up. I mixed up until I found what worked for me personally. I've learned off many people in trading. So but I'll say I have like four main mentors in trading over my 4 years of trading, and I learned off all of them different things, and I don't use like all of their exact strategies, but I learned off every single one of them. So yeah, so let's just finish this quickly. I'm gonna finish this quickly. If you guys want to screenshot this, you can if you want. Body, sorry. Um, I just wanna. Yeah, that's actually. I'll just Yeah, don't mind you guys. I'm actually like this is the first time I'm using the Zoom thingy to write stuff. So yeah, if you guys wanna screenshot this, actually I have to draw some else. Press open, press close, press open. I'm just quickly gonna, if you have any more questions, just type in the chat quickly. Press open. This is what press open. Press open. Press close. Yeah, if you have any more questions, you can type. I'll finish this quickly. Hopefully, this saves onto YouTube so I can clip a few things or on TikTok or something. I'm telling you, once you guys learn this skill, you're flying. It might take you a long time to learn. It's me, 4 years, 2.5 of them years, I didn't make money. Lost money. Probably lost money. Yeah, lost money. 2.5 years. 10 year now. Only 1.5 year. And then after so I've been fully profitable every single month, profitable for about 8 months now. Um, what? Um, you know the way the candle on the left is at its highest. What would be the best time to sell? You see, this is what people always. You can't. People like if I were you, I wouldn't sell on a candle. If that makes sense. Like I wouldn't just see a candle go up and sell because it's just high. Like you have to okay, I'm gonna reveal a strategy. A strategy on news, yeah. I'm gonna reveal a strategy, right? We'll reveal a strategy. Take a screenshot of this because I'm gonna wipe it off now. Tell me when you guys if you guys are counting for me to move on. take a screenshot. Actually, you guys can go back in the VOD and take a screenshot. So I'm just gonna clear this now. Clear all my drawings, right? So we're gonna get we're going to get a green. Okay, we're gonna get a green. I'm gonna make a candlestick, right? So let's say there's news, yeah. Okay, there's news today at 1:30. Like at 1:30 today, you're gonna see a big price movement, yeah. So let's say our news today, this is what happens. So the candle starts, right? The candle starts, it goes up, it spikes up. So, well, so let's say the candle starts, it spikes up, right? It spikes up like this, right? A clear candle, no bottom wick, no top wick, right? And then like the price will just print. And then when you see the price print like this, right, you're gonna see some retracement. You're gonna see some retracement. It's gonna slowly come down like this. It's gonna slowly come down like this. Yeah. Keep coming down like this. Keep going down. And then if you see a flip, if you see a flip to red, I would recommend selling. I would recommend selling. Like as soon as the flip, like so you can put sell stops there. I don't know if you guys know what sell stops are. If you guys don't know what sell stops are, let me know. I'll quickly explain. But you put sell stops right there, and as soon I promise you, it's gonna drive all the way down. So this is what it will look like in stages. Yeah. So this is the first stage. That's one clear wick. Yeah. This is like the second stage, right? This is like the second stage, right? And this will happen so quick. Like, oh shit. Oh no. Um, this will literally happen so quick. You will see this happen on the same candlestick, probably on the 30 minute or something. 30 minute, 15 minute, 1 hour. It doesn't matter which one. Yeah. It's gonna do this, and then what you're gonna see is that you're gonna see this. Oh shit. You're gonna see this. Yeah. Oh, can you not draw? You're literally gonna see this. Then you're gonna see this. As soon as you see this flip red, you should sell. Like you should put a sell stops, because this is what's gonna happen, right? This is what's gonna happen. That's the only time. That's the only time you should trade the news candle, because news is too unpredictable. We don't know what news is gonna do. The news can literally do whatever it wants, but just know news is gonna create something crazy. But news can do whatever it wants, basically. Just know that's what's gonna happen. So these are the four stages. You're gonna see 1 second it's gonna do this, then it's gonna come down. Like you literally see it coming down, retracing. When it's retracing, this can still go up. It can still break the highs and still go up. If it does break the highs, you should buy. This is only on news, right? Only news, and I'll tell you how to check news. Only news, it will happen. So it might go back and break up the highs and keep driving up. Okay, calm. But if it doesn't and it keeps going down and it flips red and it flips bearish, just know it has a 90% chance that it's gonna come back down, like fully. Yeah, that's the only time you should trade a wick. Like there's different ways to trade a wick, but don't just see a green row wick and say it's gonna go high. Don't just see a red wick and say it's gonna go low. There's different strategies and there's different ways to know if it's gonna continue, because price can literally do anything, anytime or once. Like you don't have control of the markets. Like you have to stop. Like okay, I know we're trying to predict the markets, but you have to stop just seeing and then doing. The same way this went down here, like if you go to our actual chart here, this went down here on the 5 minute. People could have kept selling, but it just went back up. You need to know why you're selling. You can't just sell because of one thing. Like there's people that have many playbooks that say, okay, if like there's a checkbook, there's a like it has to check out a few criteria. So if it does this, I'm in. Like I'm in for this trade. You can't just see a green candle and just say, okay, this is straight buys. This is straight buys. No, it doesn't like it won't work out good for you because that's a 50-50 trade. That's a 50-50 trade. If you want to trade 50-50 trade, go on, but you have 50-50 chance, which then that's just gambling. That's not trading. That's just gambling. Like you can't call yourself a trader. You're just gambling. Which you can still make money gambling, but it's a gamble. Like you have to understand that is gambling. So I don't know if if that if that like if you understood what I'm saying. Like you have to have your own playbook. You need to know certain things happen in the market. That's when you get out. Like the support and resistance. I'm not gonna get into the support and resistance today. That has to be another complete other day. Yeah. So if you see a candle like, let's get a random support and resistance here, right? Okay, I'm gonna draw up a support and resistance in like clear space so you guys are not confused. So I'm gonna just draw up how the charts move. So let's say the chart was like this now. Yeah. Why did I do that? I don't know if that Gavin, tell me if that was a good explanation. But I'm gonna explain. Like, so let's say there's a wick like this, then there's a wick like this, and let's say there's a wick like this, then there's a red wick. So if price closes there, there's a red wick like this, then a red wick like this, then a green wick. Wait, sorry guys, I'm just drawing. Okay. There's another green wick that goes all the way down here and then pops back up into the ranges and then closes again like this and then red, etc., etc., etc. Put this one all the way up here. Alright, and then let's just say it broke down here. Then I came back and retested the highs and once this came back and retested this. Like this and then broke the alright, alright, 2 seconds guys. Oh, sorry guys, I was muted. My bad. 2 seconds, guys. 2 seconds, literally. Oh, I'm back. Wait, I'm back. I had to quickly do some bits. Sorry. Um, Sam, you're gonna trade gold tomorrow. Um, tomorrow. I could give you a few signals tomorrow. Tomorrow looks popping, to be honest. Let me see what's happening tomorrow. Quickly before I continue. Today, you're gonna see price move at 120. At 120, and you're going to see price move at 130. But tomorrow is Wednesday, right? Uh, yeah, tomorrow looks active for gold. Tomorrow looks really good. All right, so what I mean, look, price always has a place it goes to and a place like there's places it rejects. There's actual there's levels it actually rejects, right? It actually rejects these levels, right? So you need to understand. Okay, so let's say this. Okay, so let's say you're looking at a chat. Yeah, this is a chat right here. Yeah. All right, go on. I would see a support and resistance here, but you won't see a support and resistance. Yeah, you can trade gold. Like most people use MT5 and MT4 to place their trades. This platform here is not a platform to place trades. You can place trades on here, but nobody uses this. Everybody uses MT4, MT5 to actually place the trades. Yeah, everybody uses MT4 and MT5 to actually place the trades. So I would see a support and resistance here, right? You might not. I can see that. I can see that at these levels. I can see at these levels here, right, is where price is like over here is where price is rejecting. It's like it's like the price is basically saying like I don't want to go underneath this line because it's like if I go on like price just doesn't want to go underneath this line, right? And there's a resistance here as well, saying price is saying it doesn't want to go above this. So this range, like ranges you can see. I will show you multiple examples of ranges, literally in 2 seconds on the live chat. I'll show you multiple examples of ranges, multiple examples of ranges, right? But well, let me go back to the chat. Okay, um, so this is what support and resistance is, right? Support is always, but like the bottom. Support is where um where the price goes up from. So you see the way this is coming down, support is where it goes up, then it comes down, then it goes up. This support and resistance, in between the support and resistance, which is this, we're gonna put purple. This right here is called a zone. We call this the range, or we call this the zone, or we call this the range, whatever you want to call it. The, the zone or the range, yeah. So I call this the range or the zone. Doesn't really matter what you call it, right? That's the range of the zone, right? So this range is going to fluctuate. Price is going to fluctuate from this range, like until it breaks out. Until it breaks out. Just because these wicks here broke out doesn't mean it's gonna go up. You see the way the wick can go all the way up here and still close in the range. If it closes in the range, that means it's not a breakout. It's not a breakout. So that's why you don't like. That's why you wait for candle closure. You wait for the candle to close and see where it closes. If the candle closes above the range, like same way the candle closed like here, like the candle closed like outside the range, right? You can see that the candle closed outside the range. Or correct. Candle closed outside the range. You can say okay, the candle closed outside the range. So the next candle, when it passes the bottom, it should go down, right? That's one way of thinking about it, right? So yeah, exactly. That's one way of thinking about it, right? So we can do this, okay, calm. But this is a range, so price is going to respect these levels like more time. And if it doesn't respect these levels, that means it's going to the next level. Like you're always gonna find another level. So like here could be another level. Like right here could be another level. Let me draw a line right here using Y. Right here could be another level, right? That price is respecting. Price always respects levels. Like what I mean by levels is not going to be a specific number all the time. It's going to always change. Like you need to look at the past, what happened to the market before, and what's happening now to understand the levels, right? So once it passes these levels, it should go all the way down here, right? Like price, like there's always going to be a support and resistance, no matter what. If you cannot see the support and resistance, you have not practiced support and resistance enough. If that makes you have not practiced it enough. That's literally what it is. So there's always a support and resistance. Support and resistance price always ranges between these points. There will be times where like okay, like we can see this zone here. I'm gonna make this zone the blue zone, right? You can see this zone right here. Yeah. This zone right here is way bigger than this zone. There's some times where like price hits the resistance and I'm like, okay, I can buy it because I know it's gonna go back up to the support, right? Some people trade like that. Some people just wait for like see the same way the price goes resistance. Some people sell here and they close the trade here and they buy here, they close the trade here, they buy there, buy there. That's what they call scalping. That's literally what they do. But there's also traders that wait for the breakout, for the bigger play, for the better play, for the more like the breakout is more of a guaranteed trade. This is a breakout right here. So this is the range. This candle now said fuck the range. I said fuck the range. I'm gonna go lower the range and I'm gonna close below the range as well. It closed below the range or a grand. So that's basically indication that it's no longer in this range, right? But price can just do a fake out, yeah, and do this green candle. This green candle is not a fake out. A fake out would look like, let me draw a quick fake out really quickly. Oh, but I won't be able to draw. But like a fake out would be like when price goes back into this range and then that's a fake out. So that's why we wait. That's why we usually try to wait for the break and retest, right? The range two breakout, right? This is what we call the range two breakout, right? So when like see this is another strategy, another part of the playbook, yeah. But you won't fully understand it because you haven't went through all the basics of forex. Like you haven't went through all the basics. But I'm gonna just explain it right now. Yeah. This is the break and retest, a very common strategy, but only a few people can master it, right? break and retest. When price when price breaks the first range, when a new candle forms, there's usually a retracement, which means it usually goes the opposite way, right? So if it goes the opposite way, it closes, and it closes where the previous support is. So that's basically saying that it's like creating a resistance out of the previous support. I don't know if this is making sense to you. Type in chat if this is making sense to you right now. But the price is basically creating a previous resistance from the support. So basically, what it's doing is just confirming. It's just going back. Okay, calm. But this candle can still go back up here and range, and it can still range here. Like it can still do some dumb shit and just keep ranging, right? But the fact that this price goes all the way down here, like this candle was pushing, pushing. As soon as this candle breaks these lows, as soon as this candle breaks these lows right here, that would be that would be a sell. It happened. This has like a 85% win rate. Like this strategy here, like 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 this play, like this is not strategy. This is a play. Okay, you don't really understand. Okay, this is not strategy. This is a play, right? This is not strategy. This is a play. So whenever, okay, let me try to explain it with real life examples. I'm gonna try to explain it with real life. What don't you understand exactly? I'm trying to explain it properly. Because I know it might seem like a lot, but I'm trust, it'll be very easy for you to understand. I can literally mark up this whole chart. I can literally do support and resistance for this whole chart. I'm going to remove all my drawings already, right? And I can explain. And I can fully explain about support and resistance, how to find it, and everything. Let me go on the hourly. I want to look for like a previous trade that I did. That's choppy. The zones and the range, resistance and break. Okay. Okay. Let me look for a good zone for you to understand what I mean by support and resistance. Okay, I'm gonna mark up this gold chart, right, for today, wherever the price is at today. Ooh, wait, hold up. Um, actually, okay, we'll do that later. Okay, we'll do that later. See, price is gonna start doing something weird now. It's gonna start doing a big pop up, especially 120 already hit. That's why I told you, you're gonna see that's the minor pop. In another 5 minute 40 seconds, you're gonna see another pop again. But I am going to explain this to you as easily as possible. Or maybe we can just watch a video together. If I can show you a good video on support resistance if that's calm. Or if just I'm trying to find a good support resistance, man. Not go to 5 minute. Where the hell are we on the 5 minute? Okay. Yeah, I think the 5 minute is best. Like explains it the best way possible. Let me find a good example though. I'm trying to see what price is doing right now. Because something big might happen right now. It's resistance and break zones. See, this is really, really choppy here, so yeah, this is a very good. Okay, this is a good example here. Okay, this is a good. I'm gonna wait. Where? Oh, don't tell me I lost it. This is a good example. Alright. I'm not gonna watch what price is doing right now because I'm not trading. I'm not trading today. So um, right. So I don't know. I can see some very obvious in this chart. Obviously, you might not be, but I can see some very obvious in this chart, right? Some very obvious. I can see, especially this area right here. I can see that price price has a rejection zone of this area. And price also doesn't want to really pass these areas right here. Doesn't really want to pass like this area right here. Yeah. Like I can see that. But that just comes with experience, right? That's what I'm saying. Like this part of forex is like you learn like in my course, like if you're starting from the start, you'll learn this in like the end of the first week or the second week, like you'll learn it. So you can see that price is gonna keep fluctuating. Like price came up here, price came down here. Price came up here, price came down. Try to like it's gonna keep fluctuating until there's a breakout, right? Yeah. So a breakout did happen. A breakout happened here, but then it went up. Like the breakout happened here, then it went up to retest. It literally went up to retest. So this was like it went up to these levels again, and it rejected these levels and went back down. That's literally what a support is or a resistance is. Like support and resistance, like they're kind of the same, but like doesn't really matter. Like kind of the same, but it's just two different terms for when it goes up and down. So like that's a range. There's ranges literally everywhere. Like you can literally see even here, even if I extend this line, if oh, hold on. If I extend this line and create a horizontal line on this level, right? If I make a full on line on this level, full on line on this level, right? You will see price was rejecting this place before. Price was rejecting this. Like places that prices stop and reject, that's what you call a resistance. Like that's what you call a resistance or a support. I don't know if I can go in depth with support and resistance right now, cause oh, this is a perfect thing of support and resistance right here. Like, like some people have different different ways of explaining support and resistance, right? This here, we can literally make a box. We can make a box right here, actually. Can we make a box right here? Can I make a box? Yeah. So we can see that. Oh my god, what the hell did I just do? We can see this line here. Price doesn't want to pass this line. Like price does not want. Like you could see it many times. Price was just saying hardly. Like price said hardly. Price said hardly. Price said hardly. It's not. It's not closing. It's not closing above these levels. It's saying hardly. Like it's it's saying hardly. It doesn't want to close above these levels. Like there's that's a good example of a resistance. Very good. Ooh, what happened with news? Oh, let's see what happened. Oh. That's a push. I told you 130. I know exactly what's gonna happen. 130. You see? Oh, wait. Yeah, Gavin, it will take time. It will take time for you to understand. It will take time for you to understand. Yeah, you see? I'm telling you what's gonna happen. I told you before. If you go back, if this candle flips red, sell on your account. Sell on your account. I'm telling you now. If this candle flips red, sell on your account. If it breaks these highs, this previous candle high right here, buy. I'm telling you because the next resistance is literally like this clean. Next resistance is up here. It should pop all the way to 1982. Like, oh, what did I add an alert? Wait, it should like this is what I mean on support and resistance. That will show you where to put your trade and where to put your take profit, where to see the target. You understand? If this flips, where are we on price? If this flips, you're gonna see a drive down today. I'm telling you, if this flips, this is what market manipulation is. The banks are doing this to clear us retail traders out. You need to find these things out. If this flips, you're gone for sales. And I'm gonna say this now. And if it doesn't flip, if it breaks these highs, it's gonna continue pushing up all the way up to 1982 in the next hour or so. So let's see. Let's actually watch actual price action right now. If you guys have any actual like any questions I can answer quickly before then, let me know. Just type them in the chat quickly. If there's any other questions. Oh, you see, it flipped. It flipped. Wait, it flipped. This flip should drive all the way down to like maybe here or even push more. But you have to have tight stop loss. Your stop loss will be like here because this could also still go up. Ooh, maybe I was wrong. Ooh, maybe I was wrong. In news, yeah, you should aim to scalp, by the way. You should aim to get in and get out. You don't want to be in news trade for long. Hmm? What did I say? What did I say? And it didn't even break the previous candle highs as well. That's more of an indication that like it should pop down here. Like you literally see the way the market moves around this time. It's crazy. This is what I mean. You can make serious money. I made from 200 euro to 40K off trading gold. That's not even cap. Don't believe me? I can show you my account. Well, I have more than 40K now, but I can show you how much. Like, I actually don't need you guys' money, but like, oh, what does stop loss mean? Stop loss means like, so let's say, I have it in the definitions, but stop loss is like, okay, so let's say I have a trade. I'll literally explain in 2 seconds. So I have a short position. So this would basically be my positions in the trade, right? On this flip, this would be my position in the trade, literally. Yeah, my positions will be literally on this candle high. That would be my ideal. Obviously, there's a big stop loss here, but like that's basically where a stop loss is. So on your trade, a stop loss is basically where whenever price hits there, it's gonna it's gonna close your trade on that stop loss. Do you get me? Like it's gonna close your trade on that stop loss, yeah, right? So let's say price went all the way up there and passes here, then that basically means that you're no longer going to be in this trade, like type thing. If you know what I mean, you're no longer going to be in this trade, right? And yeah, and then take profit is just where you want to take your profit. So let's say you want to take profit here, which that's like I don't know where I don't know where I would take profit right now because I'm not in this trade. Like if I was in this trade, I would know. But take profit is just basically when like take profit and stop loss. If you don't want to take like if you don't want to set a take profit, always set a stop loss. You cannot do a trade without a stop loss. And if you don't know where your stop loss and take profit is going to be, you shouldn't be in that trade. That basically means you don't know what you're doing. And that trade is just a random trade. That's a gamble trade. That's a gamble trade. That's a gamble trade. So like that's basically what stop loss is. Stop loss is just where the level like the level slash number your trade is gonna stop and take profit is where your trade is gonna take all your profit and close you out of trade. So either way, it'll close you out of trade if it reaches any of these levels. Whenever I say break even, oh yeah, by the way, your stop losses and your take profit is like you can modify it anytime in the trade. Like you can modify anytime with the trade, right? Anytime you want, you can modify it, right? Um, anytime you want. So when I say break even, set break even. How would you know where to put your stop loss and take stop loss and take profit comes in with like okay, your take profit comes in with support and resistance. That's when you know it's take profit. Stop loss I usually put on a wick. So like I know in this trade, if I was in this sell position right now, I know that if it passes either its own wick substantially or it passes the previous high, like the previous high wick here. If it passes that, I know my trade is invalid because my trade, like as soon as it passes that, it's just gonna keep going. Like testing, testing 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry guys, my mic died. So I know like if it breaks this high, if it breaks this like high wick here, like the previous candle high, I know that like most likely it's gonna keep going up. That's when I know my trade is now invalid. Like my trade is invalid. Right now I'm in losses. Like you can manage losses. Like maybe this loss I'll take out half of my trade. Let it keep going. Take out half my trade. Like I said on the flip you should sell. If I was trading today, I probably would have sold. I probably would have sold, or I probably would have sold on like after it broke this low. Like that would be the more of the sensible like after it broke the previous candle low, like I was in the low wick, I would have entered there. But on a risky day, I would have still entered there. On news, I always put like I don't risk enough. Like I don't risk that much money as well because it's news. Like literally anything can happen. But this can still push down because like it's still push down. But that's how I know. And then the take profit, I always put at the previous like resistance or support. Which like obviously, if you're buying, you put at the support. If you're selling, you put at the resistance, like the next resistance type thing. That's what I do. And if you don't see a resistance, you always see a resistance. Never say you don't see a resistance. You just have to keep going. You have to always look left. Always look left. Always look left. Like right now, yeah, this has a resistance over here. This literally has a resistance over here, like here. So this candle might like if this candle doesn't close above these areas, like 167.613, it's most likely like you have to wait for another indication for it to go back up. Like you shouldn't enter bias if it doesn't close the next at least 15 minutes on that mark. Now now this is pushing down on the 15 minute. Let's see what's happening on 30 minute. 30 minutes as well. See, if you can see this here, I don't know if you can see this. This is a key example of resistance live. Key example of resistance live. Yeah, you see, I already drew this level. I already drew this level before this even happened, right? I drew this level from all the way back here when this happened. This, like, that's a resistance, that's a resistance. You can see on that level multiple times, like, price was saying, like, it doesn't really want to close there. Like, I showed you here, try to do it there, like, multiple times. That was a fake out, try to do it there, like you can see there as well, especially there. This is more like see, if I was to redraw this, I probably move this down here, like, but you can see that price literally respected it. Price literally respected it. Like, if well, it was up here before, but price literally did the exact same thing. It didn't want to close above there. Now it's going down, and now guess what? If I was in this trade, I would be in profit. Wouldn't I not be in profit? I would be in profit right now. I would have been in profit, but not full profits. But at a certain point, you move to break even. And whenever I say break even, this is what you do on your MT4. You move this down here. So basically, you put your stop loss on your entry. So that makes your trade risk free. That means that if it goes to where you entered your trade, that basically means that you're not going to lose any money. You only have money to gain. Like if it hits there, you're not going to lose any money and you're not going to gain any money. So this is a risk-free trade. You can sit back and relax and know that you cannot lose money on this trade. That's why it's so key to break even. It's so key. You see, I literally said this. Now it's gonna push. Now it's gonna push. It literally broke these lows. Once it breaks these lows again, it's gonna push. Like in this trade, I would have been break even on this trade right now. So I would have been sitting back, knowing that I would have been sitting back on my chair like this, my legs up, knowing that I have a potential to make money without losing money and without doing jack shit. Like think about it in that way. This is a risk-free trade right now. If it goes above here, okay, calm. That just means I'm gonna lose €0. I'm gonna gain €0. But if it goes down, like I could close profits right now and I'll be in profit. Do you understand? But I'm not in this trade. I would have taken this trade. I'm not in this trade. You see now it's kind of going up. If it passes this line here, it would have taken me out of the trade on my MT5 and my MT4, and like I would have lost no money. But I still had the potential to gain money. You see, it flipped up. I would have been out of the trade. But that's calm, cause I could have taken profit over here. I could have taken profit over here. I could have taken profit here. I could have taken profit here. I could have taken profit right here. But I still would have been in this trade regardless, and it would have been a good trade. I would have taken this trade every time I seen it. Like you have to understand, just because your trade might not work one, two, three times, like it's fine. You have to have data. You have like that's why I'm actually in the works of creating a spreadsheet, a public spreadsheet to show every time I send a trade and send a trade. So it will show you what trades are profitable, the percentage of my win rate percentage. Because if your strategy has a win rate percentage of 80%, right? 20% of that means one every five trades you're gonna lose, right? So that doesn't mean that your strategy is shit just because it's not. There's nobody that has 100% strategy. It's literally impossible. So there's also a way to say, okay, calm. Like I have 80% win. That means if I risk want like I have 80% win rate. That means 80% of my trades are going to be profitable. I'm going to make money 80% of the time. 20% of the time I'm gonna lose money. Okay, that's calm. But that's what it is. Like in business you lose, you gain. You can't make money without losing money. It's not possible. So that's like there's I'm rambling a lot, yeah. I'm new to this, but I'm just rambling a lot. But is there any more questions? That's how you set your TP and set your thing and set your break even. I I could teach you how you do it on MT4 and MT5 on your phones, but it's kind of self-explanatory. It's not really hard. Kind of self-explanatory, but I said this previously. I'm going to clip that. I'm going to put it on YouTube. I said this previously. I said as soon as you see this candle flip, you enter. I said this previously, and you would have been a profit right now. You would have been a profit right now. Crazy. I said this previously, and it's probably still going to drive down. That's the 15-minute closure. 15-minute close is right there. It's probably still going to go down on the 15-minute. That's a support. I might pop back up into these ranges here, like into this range, and just fluctuate into this range. But any more questions? How many of you are even watching? There's a lot of things to learn, man. There's a lot of things to learn. A lot of things to learn. After 2 o'clock, I'll probably end the stream. See what happens here on the 15-minute. Oh, another thing you should know, Gavin. 'Cause I think it's only you here, actually. Another thing you should know: 85%, 85% of all candles have a bottom and top wick, which means 85% of candles look like this. Yeah, let me draw. Let me draw, man. 85% of candles look like this. And this. 85% of not just take signals. Alright. Yeah, if you want to take signals, you take signals. I always post daily. I'll post one daily signal on the free signals on the Discord. Anyways, but where do we put the break even again? I explained that in literally 2 seconds. Just give me a sec. 85% of all candles have a bottom and a top wick. A bottom and a top wick. So if you see a candle, especially on a higher time frame, if you see on a 5-minute time frame that has no bottom wick, you could probably let it slide. But more time, every single candle, 85% of candles have a bottom and a top wick. Just keep that in mind. So if a candle does not have a bottom or a top wick, just know at any point it could create one, which means the price would want to create a bottom and a top wick. So if you see something like maybe like this, yeah, just know that this price can come all the way down just to create that bottom wick and then push back up. Like this bottom wick is kind of essential. Like, and if there's no, like, I'll teach you guys more about wicks. Like, candlesticks are very important. Like, reading how a candlestick is very important. Like, it's very important. But yeah, that's another thing to learn. I'm 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 gonna do proper lessons in the actual Discord. Like, I'm literally just giving you bits and bobs right here on the stream. I just give you bits and bobs. It won't really be structured. Just give you bits and bobs. But on the paid mentorship, on the one-on-ones, it's gonna be proper, everything proper. Break even. Break even is on the entry point. So let's say you have a trade. Let me just make a new random trade. Let me make a randomized trade. Okay, so there's a trade, right? Break even is at the point of entry. So if this was a trade, your point of entry is this line here. So wherever your point of entry is, that's your stop loss. Like you literally just move your stop loss to break even. Which means breaking even is put your stop loss to your entry point, which your entry line, your entry level. Do you get me? Your entry line, your entry level. That's literally what it is. That's all it is. And if I was in this trade, I would have taken profit around here. As I said in in these type of situations on what's this thing called on news, you get in and you get out. You get in and you get out. Simple. You get in and you get out on news. That's why if you ever see a flip, always get in. Like this candle right here, a lot of volume, a lot of volume. Around these times when you see the most movements, around 1 o'clock to 3 is the biggest movements you see. After that, it will cool down. But we'll see now. See what happens now. Anyways. But yeah, that's basically where you just move the stop loss to where your entry is, and there's also something called a trading stop loss as well, which means you can put your stop loss in profit. So let's say the price was okay. Let me draw this real quickly. Let me just draw this real quickly. Let's say the price was coming down like this, coming down like this, right? And I put a trading stop loss coming down like this, right? I put a trading stop loss, maybe I put a trading stop loss over here, trading stop loss. So if price now decides to do this, you know, if price now decides to do this, right? Price now decides to do this, my stop loss is in profit. My stop loss is in profit. That means whenever it comes up to this line, it's gonna be in profit. That means like I am going to be in profit. Like that basically means that like wherever like you can put your stop loss in profit. So if it hits this line, it's gonna close your trade, but it's gonna give you your profit. You would have got how many pips is that? Like that's about let me use a measuring tips. That's like so let's say this was a real trade, yeah. You would have got 16 pips. You would have been 16 pips in prof, right? So that's what I mean. Like if I say put stop loss in profit, that's what you do. You put your stop loss where your profit is. Right. See price is coming back up now. This is crazy. People are quaking. People are shaking in their chairs. I'm not trading today because I wasn't actually like I was just gonna take today off from trading and teach instead. If I was trading, I'll be more in the. Actually, I don't like. I could also teach and trade, but today I actually was. I wasn't even meant to be at home right now. Like I had an appointment, so I was gonna trade because I had an appointment. I had other things to take care of. But yeah. What's your question? On MT4, what's the best deviation to put in? Deviation. Explain what deviation is to me. Like, well, I I never had to use deviation before. I use MT5. Let me go on MT4. I have MT4 downloaded. What's deviation? Connection. Like, I don't use this deviation. Explain to me where deviation is, because I don't have that on my I don't use deviation. Yeah, I don't use deviation. Explain to me what that is real quick. You see this candle here? This candle is most likely going to close at this line. At this line that I just created, it's going to close around there. If it doesn't close around there, we're going to wait for another break and retest for a wick fill. It might come all the way back up there, and that could be a bias for you as well. Like I'll tell you if I will take a trade or not. I'm just not trading today. You have to be disciplined. If you say you're not trading today, you don't trade today. You have to be disciplined. You can't just do things for the crack in trading. Everything needs to be calculated, disciplined. You can't just see a big spike of green and say buy. Because look exactly what happened in news. Look, This price went all okay. This actually wasn't news. That was at 12:15. I don't know if you guys remember, but this price literally just went all the way up. If I was like, oh, if I was like, oh my god, this is such a green candle. Here at this point here, I could have just said, oh, this is such a green candle. I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna buy. Oh, I bought. It went up a little bit. It went straight back down. You would have been in major loss. You would have maybe have blown your whole like well, if your risk management is good, you would have blown your account, but you would have been in serious drawdown for no reason, absolutely no reason. Do you understand that? So that's what we need to avoid. Gavin, what you mean by deviation? I don't know what deviation is. Sorry, I don't know what deviation is. What's the difference between MT4 and MT5? MT5 is just a better version of MT4. MT5 is just way better. It's just way better. Yeah. Like, if you're using MT5, I don't know. No, if you're using MT4, like I used to use MT4 back in the day, and I now use MT5, like way better. Like it's like I don't know, it's like Samsung and iPhone. Like they still do the same thing, but it's not Samsung and iPhone, but like you know what I mean, like Android and iOS, same thing, but what's easier to use, what's better to use. Again, but you can still trade on MT4, like so it's the same thing. It's just MT5 is easier, but in my opinion, let's see what happens in the next 15 minutes. That's gonna be the hourly close, the hourly candlestick closure. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens in the hourly candlestick closure. If it respects these levels here, you could have to see another breakout for you to enter this trade. Deviation. Let me search up what this guy is. What is deviation? What is deviation? The action of the pattern is a mental system. What? It's an indicator. I don't know what Oh, I think it's because you have a standard account. If you have raw spread, you shouldn't have deviation. I never used deviation in my life. But no, you probably have a standard account. That's probably why. I don't have a standard account, so I wouldn't know. Let me see what's happening on GTA. Oh, they kicked me from GTA. Fuck's sakes. Oh, are we pushing or are we not pushing? Are we pushing or are we not pushing? Are we pushing or are we not pushing? I will usually have favor on these live streams. I won't lie. I'll try live stream Thursday or Friday. See what's up. For use again. See what's up.
cause I flex for you. I just bought a cool, just to flex on you. Run me ride shoe, cause I'm mad for you. I just sold them too, bitch I never do. Freezer too, cause I flex for you. Whip it up, all these rocks on my wrist. Bring it back up, cause it's lit. Keep it cool, eyes go for the shit. Cause I'm ballin', look at all these chicks. Whip it up, all these rocks on my wrist. Bring it back up, cause it's lit. Bow, bow. Keep it cool, eyes go for the shit. Cause I'm ballin', look at all these chicks. I just wanna go pub on a Friday without one of us getting in someone's face. Around his blood just splat on my Air Force, looking like custom maids. My boy's got an 8-ball wrapped in his balls. I tell her to adjust his waist. The bounce just almost at the back of the hand, but we gotta be careful just in case. It's way too long. Still be cold when the rain is gone. I don't care if you hate this song, man. I ain't my fool. You were raised up wrong. Sometimes I play as I'm in grime, or sometimes I play hits on the box. I don't wanna hear no shit out your mouth, and it ain't my fault that you're drifting along. Bitch, I'm a don and my missus a baddie. The sun on my neck is just seizing me yucky. The flow's illegal and leaving, and I'ma get in like I'm pictures of backy. I'm keeping a tally. All you bitches that wanna get aggy, sounding all bitter. I wish you were happy. How many Esther and Shabby are spinning? I'm booking my cabbie. Yeah, had a long day. Want 1, 2 joints. Picking up draws, don't drop 2 points. When I do tour, man, better make noise. Silence hurts. I got this voice. Analyze my life, made that make sense. Monetize my mind, made that make pence. When I ride, push bike on a bike. See friends when I caught 3, 5 on a 5. It's clear.
Stacking dough from rapping, bro. You know I'm always balling. These other rappers are fake, you know I'm always ignoring. Don't listen to the music cause it's very boring. Me and Hunts are talking truth, you know I'm going all in. I'm investing all my money, I'm investing all my powers. I work a lot, that's why I meditate for hours. I'm in the sauna, then out ice cold showers. Then I'm tripping out on psychedelic flowers. I'm resting in the sun, I'm working 24/7. I'm investing in the world. I'm investing in the land. I'm investing in the rhymes, I'm interested in the world. I'm invested in my house, get less money than my stack, generational wealth. Saving for the next billion, I did it by myself. How could I ever, ever lack good health?
I just bought a cool, just to flex on you. Rari rari shoe, cause I'm mad for you. I just sold them too, bitch I never do. Freezer too, cause I flex for you. I just bought a cool, just to flex on you. Rari rari shoe, cause I'm mad for you. I just sold them too, bitch I never do. Whip it up, all these rocks on my wrist. Whip it up, all these rocks on my wrist. Bring it back up, cause it's lit. Keep it cool, eyes go for the shit. Cause I'm ballin', look at all these chicks.
What?
Whip it up,
Push it.
all these rocks on my wrist.
You push it.
Bring it back up, cause it's lit.
You
Keep
push
it
it.
cool, eyes go for the shit. Breakout? Cause I'm ballin', look at all these chicks. Yeah, let me just stop that. I closed that. Yep. Yeah, I closed it.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, let me just close it.
We pushing.
Yeah, well, one more second.
We pushing. We pushing. We pushing.
I see something breaking here.
Do we have the four minute window? Yes, we can. Yep, let's do that. When you're ready, Bart.
Testing,
We got
testing, 1, 2,
all
3.
settings.
We pushing.
Got that. Cool. Got about 2 minutes. We probably got it. We probably got this. Good. I closed right here because that was my plan. I seen this wick to the left, and if it doesn't break this wick, it'll typically reject there. So it's a early trade too. So I wanted to close partials right there, and then 2 seconds later we broke that wick and shot up. Can't lose there. Can't lose that. Almost missed the trade too. I'll walk away for 1 second. What am I looking at now? Realistically?
What's the chart? What's the chart? What's the chart?
Realistically, all we need to see is a new closing. Realistically, let's take a look at like a, let's get a closing.
questions in the Blee chat? Any more questions? Let me know. This is gonna push up. I might push up here. Yep.
Let me see that range for you.
I say if it breaks these highs here,
Yeah, this is a
but it has no bottom wick, so
decent long.
it might come down. It might come down. Any more questions? Let me know.
Surprise chat. Is a good day.
This is gonna
Shut
push
it
up.
down.
I might push up here. Yep. Even days that you're not trading, I encourage you to look at the chart still. See, I'm not trading today. Even the days I say I'm not going to trade, I still glance at the chart sometimes. But it has no bottom wick, so I still glance. I'm like, okay, yeah, you know. Like I always look at the charts. Always. At any given point, this wick here can just come down because it has no bottom wick, or it can just drive up. Um,
But hey, if you guys aren't in our free hit pool yet,
but you don't know. I wouldn't be in this trade right now, though.
all free. We got a
I
weekly
wouldn't be in
training
this.
plan.
Like, it's a good trade.
We
Like,
we
it's in my playbook.
see everybody
But
hungry
I
to
wouldn't
trade
be in the
now.
trade because this kind of stick just doesn't have a bottom wick because it just doesn't have a bottom wick.
Nice.
So like the next candlestick might create its own bottom wick, but we are in the 15 minute. Just go on the 30 minute. 30 minute does have a bottom wick. Oh, actually, on the 30 minute I might be on this trade, maybe. This trade I might have been in it or I might have not. If I was feeling a bit risky. This kind of stick just doesn't have a bottom wick.
Right? Definitely a decent trade
Any
plan.
more questions, guys? I'm gonna end the stream quick.
Very pretty good one.
15 minute. Just go on the 30 minute. 30 minute does have a bottom wick.
So yeah, that was one.
Playbook setup.
Oh, actually, on
Yep,
the
this
30
trade,
minute,
what
I
do we
might
do?
be
We
on
close
this
bullish
trade.
above the range here,
Maybe.
right? And then what do we do on the
This
30
trade,
minute?
I
We
might
close
have been
bearish.
in it, or I
So this
might
was
have
a
not.
30-minute celery
If
play
I
here
was
as
feeling
well.
a bit risky.
The only thing I wasn't expecting was this
Any more
steep
questions,
bottom
guys?
wick
I'm
there.
gonna end the stream quick.
But once we broke the low and then rebroke the high, you already know that thing was gonna fly. So we can't really take a position right here because we have a resistance, right? If we closed here, we have a resistance here, so there's not much of a gap there. So let's see if we can get either a close above this level here or some sort of retracement to go back up. Cool. Let's take a look at pound yen as well because I know we closed there. All right, perfect. So yeah,
Signals chat eating.
GJ, yo,
Yo,
What
yo.
up,
GJ
Unc? What
is
up, Unc?
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
creating some
Good.
sort of resistance, but I think I want to wait for the 1 hour candle here to pull back, and then we may attempt sells here at the NY Open. Because the NY Open candle on pound yen is not as crazy as the NY Open candle for gold. So let's see what happens. I think I'm going to hold off on this 30-minute position and just wait for the 1 hour. Yeah. Sam, you legit got 70 pips.
I know. Not like literally to the
That is
well. This is what's
beautiful.
yeah. Do you think that's? I just remember you saying, all right, this 15's driving up without a bottom wick. So and then right as then I was moving my stops to break even, but like I was on the
Yeah.
phone, so I couldn't see and then I set it down.
Yep.
Yeah, bro. You
Yep.
know how it went. Another trade though.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
The main reason I wanted to close that trade was this candle closer with no top wick, and then this one just opening up with no bottom wick. So
Yeah, so it's like we needed it to drive, otherwise it's gonna come back to her. Yeah.
yeah, so that's what happened there. Yeah, typically if you have a candle with no top wick, there's not much range for the next price to go. I don't obviously that was something out of the ordinary, right? You in hindsight, oh wow, yeah, look at that, beautiful, but you know, you don't see that happening, right? We didn't know that was going to happen. So you have to logically do what is logically right to do in these situations, right?
Yeah, 1000%. Even if it would have done that after, if it would have came back and hit my break even. Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yep. Yep.
I would have not have been sitting there going,
Uh,
"Oh, bro, I could have missed 70 pips." Nah, follow the plan.
Yeah, do you guys see me here like, oh my god, back in the man 2 years ago, I would have been crying right now.
Big
I would
ass
have been
trading.
crying by what happened in London. I would wake up there for the New York session and be upset that I missed a move in London, like as if I didn't have to like sleep at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, gold's already moved so much,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah, yeah.
I've done that too. Been there, bro.
Let's go
Damn, I
here.
missed the trade.
Yeah, the move
Yeah.
already happened today, bro. Oh,
For sure. Chat,
shark
remember,
scooter
remember what my
moments.
brother Nick says, right? Trades are like, there's another one coming.
There's another one.
Another one coming.
I ran me a bag.
All
I
you gotta
ran
do
up
is wait
another
for it.
one. Okay, cool.
Damn, I missed the
Sweet.
trade.
So yeah,
John,
that's
bring
the
me my
trade. Now
money.
let's just chill out for a bit.
How about that call last night?
I missed the trade.
Oh man.
Sheesh,
Hey,
that
who
Oh,
was in
man,
the
yo,
war room last
that
night?
yo.
man was spitting.
I actually recorded it for my own self too, yo. That was actually fire, bro.
I told
I'm
y'all.
all.
I told you guys it wouldn't.
My
You
man
would not
Riyadh.
be disappointed. That man is on fire. Can you not tell?
Yeah, bro. I love what he's talking about with like the seeds, and it's like
Oh yeah.
you can look. So like, I'm just free game for the chat. Free game for the chat. In case you weren't there, but you guys should definitely pull up to the war room, bro. The gems that are dropped there are crazy. Like here's one of them. So you can look like at an apple, and you can look and you can see how many seeds it has. You have no idea how many future apples those seeds are gonna create. So that's why whenever you're spreading those seeds to success, be plentiful. Throw them out there, bro, because you have no idea how many apples or fruits of your labor are gonna grow. So, little gems from the war room.
Oh yeah. Nah, the war room is crazy, guys.
There's gems after gems after gems.
Probably not the right one.
Can't stay disciplined to your diet. Probably not stay disciplined to
You think
your
that's why the donuts did not
plan.
grab one? It's over for you. There's still a little bit of milk, you know. You ever have some like sweetened milk or something like that, and a little bit of milk spills on
No
your plate,
questions, is it?
and you walk away.
Go
Please
on.
don't.
I'm gonna,
Chances are you're taking
I'm
more
gonna
than
call it a
2 minutes.
day here. I'll wait till 2:30 and call it a day. No questions. But yeah, that was lovely. That was good
Nice to see
trading
you,
today.
man.
That was good
Yeah, I told
analysis.
y'all.
Good talk today. We can go again.
Nah, that's my bro.
Any questions you
That's
have,
my
guys,
bro.
slap it on the Discord, man.
They were like,
Slap it on the Discord, boys. Telling you, slap it on the
what am I gonna do?
so slap it on the
Right?
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Hey, hey, you
on
know
the
what y'all
general
want to do?
chat. Somebody will help
What
you.
y'all want to do though,
Promise.
man?
Promise you,
Just get
somebody's gonna help
relaxed,
you.
chill out, leave your seatbelt on,
Let them do their thing.
Like
go to your
somebody's
destination.
going to help you.
Nah, that's true.
Do you understand?
You've thrown one punch in your entire life, and Conor McGregor is getting out the car. What are you gonna do?
yeah,
Yo, man, why'd you cut me off? Dude's gonna cut your leg off, dude. Dude's gonna kick your leg off, like Sebastian. He'll kick your leg off. Yo, you don't know who you're messing with these days, man. You got these guys that train in UFC, mixed martial arts. That dude chop your head off real quick with a tap. Done. Leave you on the side of the road. Now you're
for
really late
real.
to your destination. Dude come after doing some leg walk, snap your kneecap
What
right
am I
as
in
he's
this
about to get
for?
in the car and keep moving.
Even worse,
Never
man.
see him
Like,
ever
I
again.
can't. I think.
Yeah, that's toast.
Think no questions for today.
I have no idea. I was driving, and the next thing you know, I woke up here on the ground. Not sure what happened.
Actually, I'll wait for this candle closure, especially the hour. I'll wait for the candle closure.
Now what? What you gonna do now? All that yapping.
I'll wait for the candle closure.
all that yapping, wait for the close.
And guess what that is? Emotional hijacked. If you want to learn a bit more about what that means, read the forex mindset. Read it.
It's also a lot of traders also don't speak. They don't think before they speak trading as well. Right? Always saying one thing.
Getting mad knowing you ain't got their hands. Yeah. My man just jumped right over you, swing around you, put you in a headlock. Your head turns blue. What are you gonna do then?
Less than neutral.
I love how they don't give a crap about intersections in NYC. Oh yeah, what are intersections in NYC again? Yeah, this is
Alright, don't stream today.
I messaged you on Discord.
See you guys different time.
Just send me a message on Discord. That'll make
That
it
was a
easier.
good session. Hopefully we can do this again.